Welcome to Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon.
It's shake and bake time.
Greetings, Earthlings and Braves Country. This is episode number 246 of Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and Jon. I'm Chuck, that's Jon.
Yep.
Jon killed Ted Turner.
Dude, you know, I can't recall which other celebrities this has happened with, but I know it's happened with some other celebrities where we bring them up on the show and then it's not but a few days later they turn up dead.
Lights out, dude.
Yeah, Ted Turner that was a random one too, because he's just not really, even if you're from Atlanta, he's just not part of the zeitgeist anymore. Like, he's not part of that everyday language, everyday conversation anymore.
No, he retired and kind of went to do his thing out west.
Yeah.
And
he's been out there ever since pretty well. I think he died in his Florida home, but still.
Well, if you got multiple homes, I'd rather probably do that in Florida than some of the other places it could be done.
True that. It's probably still freezing cold in Montana.
Probably.
I know he went out. He pretty much went out on top, though. I mean, he's still like the second largest private landowner in America, right? Like,
yeah. He still owned a lot of land, but you know, he didn't have much of his fortune left.
No, most of the money was gone.
It wasn't his fault. I think when AOL bought Time Warner, he had a lot of that, and a lot of that purchase was in stocks, and it killed the stock. And
right, and then Warner Brothers wound up buying everything, right?
I think so,
or something like that, right?
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I knew that he wanted most of his like actual money to be going to charities anyway. Like, if he had if he had money, then he'd rather it be involved in a charity than anything else.
Yeah.
And so I knew that was like kind of part of his plan. He was into all sorts of stuff.
Dude,
I read something this morning while I was waiting on my dentist appointment, that I had no idea that he created Captain Planet.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't realize he was co-creator. Like, I watched that show every morning before school. It was such a big part of my life as a child here in the Atlanta area, watching that show. I couldn't believe he was co-creator. It makes sense because I know how much of like an environmentalist he is and how much of a conservationalist he is.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense when you think about it and kind of put two and two together. But I had no idea growing up watching this show every single day that Ted Turner was co-creator. No.
And dude, then we get news on Saturday that Bobby Cox has passed.
Right. Yeah, man. Sad week for Braves country. I know, and Braves country, in my opinion, because of Ted Turner, is America's team. So I know for the most part, Braves country kind of gets rabbit holed into like the Southeast area. No, to me, Braves country, it reaches the stretches of America. Like, it goes all the way out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's because of Ted Turner. He wanted the Braves to be America's team.
What?
And he did that. And Bobby Cox was such a great manager to have on there during that time period.
Golly. He got thrown out.
Just kind of fell into place, right?
You know, he's got the record for ejections.
Of course. Yeah.
So
I'd be surprised if that ever is broken, too. I'd be really shocked if his record ever got broken.
Let's hit a few of these timeline of Ted Turner, and then we'll do Bobby Cox too.
Yeah, please.
Interesting stuff.
Please, let's recap. Just so our listeners can know a little bit more, we're going to do kind of like a little deep dive on these guys because they deserve it. They deserve the honor. We deserve to know who they are, who they were, and what they did.
Ross Patterson was saying that Ted Turner was lost at sea at one point.
I have not heard that story, but I just learned so much about his sailing this morning alone. I had no idea that he was such an avid sailor. Like, it really meant a lot to him to be in a sailboat and to go out there frequently, apparently. Super cool. I mean, if you Google him, one of the things that comes up is yachtsman. Like he was a yachtsman, which is a freaking cool title to have.
He got
what does it take to be a yachtsman?
Nickname Captain Outrageous.
Yeah. I saw that.
Maybe I need to put my captain hat on for this segment, but
yeah, maybe.
I don't know. We got the Braves gear on today.
Leave the Braves hat on. It's fitting.
I didn't even know I had this one still.
Oh yeah, I was
looking for a red and black one, and then I found this one. And a red and blue one, and then I found this one. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll wear it.
I had my classic like '90s red and blue one, but I didn't like it next to the powder blue. So
it don't go good with the powder blue shirts.
No, so
you have to have the right hat.
Yeah, I like the powder blue too. I wanted to represent that early time period in the Braves, Atlanta history. So yeah.
So Ted Turner was born in 1938 in Cincinnati, Ohio. So he was not born in Georgia.
Yeah, I figured that out today too.
1963, he takes over Turner Advertising after his father's suicide, building it into the largest billboard company in the South.
I did not realize his father committed suicide. Wow.
Yeah.
I did know that Ted kind of took over his father's company. I didn't know that.
You hear reports that he wasn't that into it.
Ted?
Yeah.
Was not into
the billboard thing.
Oh yeah. Well, he wound up buying up a bunch of radio stations or something like that, I think, early on, didn't he?
In 1970.
Yeah.
Here we go. He purchases the failing UFH station Channel 17 in Atlanta.
Right. And in order to buy that, he sold all of his radio stations that he had bought up.
Right.
He sold off all of his radio stations in order to afford this television station, which is crazy. Like you're kind of putting all your chips in one bucket there.
And Channel 17 down here south side of Atlanta was one of the best stations that come in.
Yep, for sure.
It was
so crystal clear.
Always clear.
Yeah.
And the light just turned on.
Yeah, it looks better. I like that.
Okay, well then I will make sure I'll leave that light on. All right. I'm on a new set, by the way.
Yeah, everybody. Look, I can actually see the poster in the background now. So I couldn't really see that poster before.
That's my autographed Hank Young poster.
I like that, dude. I like that a lot. Have you noticed the addition to my background right here? These are some of
medals.
My Junior Olympic medals from back in the day. Dude. Yeah, no big deal.
Did you ever participate in the Goodwill games?
The Goodwill games?
Yeah.
Not that I can remember, probably. Okay. It sounds familiar. I remember going to the Georgia games. What was the Goodwill games?
Well, we're going to get to that.
All right, let's go.
All right. In 1971, this is very important. In 1971, he begins airing professional wrestling on TBS.
Yes. That was a big deal. That was in when? What year?
1971.
71. Okay, cool.
Yep. 1976, he buys the Braves.
Right. Huge acquisition right there.
Yeah, but they were not. If you don't know, if you're too young, the Braves back then were. Who would they be equivalent to now?
Oh, the Marlins.
Yeah, they would be like the Marlins.
The Marlins. Yeah, the Miami Marlins, the Florida Marlins, like a team that just cannot get anybody behind them. They just can't get
nobody in the stands.
Nobody shows up. There's no players on the team really to speak of where it's like, I've got to go see this person play. Like, oh, man, they were in rough shape when Ted bought him. He bought him from a buddy of his, if I remember right. The guy he bought him from, I can't remember his name right now, but they were friends.
Did you know he was actually manager for like a game?
Yes, I did. He wanted to be one of the only owner-managers in history, right? And I'm pretty sure he did.
Which used to be a thing. Like, back in the day, it was a thing. It was legal. It's not legal in today's corporate version of baseball.
Yes.
But, so he buys this team, and I don't know about you, but if you went to your grandmother's house in the 80s, in the summertime, it was on Channel 17.
That's right.
And Braves were on TV.
That's right. Know what I mean? They'd mute the commercial break.
Yeah, at 7:05.
Dude. Every time they're going to mute that commercial break, they are not listening to a single commercial.
No. So, in 1979, he captains. So we missed it in this timeline. In 77, he bought the Atlanta Hawks.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering when he bought the Hawks.
Same year, he wins the America's Cup yacht race.
In 1977.
Yes.
Wow.
And he is considered the last amateur to win an America's Cup.
Really? The last amateur yachtsman to win an America's Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, man. I know he made like the America's Cup Hall of Fame or something like that. I read that this morning as part of his bio, which is cool. You know, that's actually really impressive. I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Was he also part owner of the Flames as well? I'm sorry to interrupt.
No,
a hockey team.
I believe he was owner. I haven't seen anything where he was owner of the Flames, but he did own the Thrashers.
Oh, okay. So he's part owner of the Thrashers. So when we brought hockey back to Atlanta, he was part of that. Okay.
Yeah.
I know he broadcasted the Flames at least on TV.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
What's the guy that owns the Falcons?
Arthur Blank.
Yeah, kind of Arthur Blankish of his day.
Yeah, very into Atlanta. Like, you know what I mean? He's gonna invest in the city and its sports teams and all that stuff. Yeah, very cool, man. Very cool. Pioneer. Keep going.
1980 launches CNN.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is where we're getting into how he became the real media mogul that we know him as.
Yeah, CNN was a big deal. CNN, I remember watching the first Gulf War on CNN.
Yeah. Yeah, CNN, when we, like, super early on in our lives, CNN was where you went for the news. Like, that's where you went.
It was not as political as they got later on. But that was after they got bought out, too. You know, back then it was the news.
Right, and that was actually Ted's goal, was to present a fair, unbiased news source.
Yeah. In 1986, he founded the Goodwill Games.
Okay, so tell me about that. What do we know anything about that?
The reason he founded the Goodwill Games is because wanted an alternative that wasn't political, like the Olympics had gotten.
Oh,
because like where Carter had him boycott the Olympics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Huh, that's fascinating.
In 1988, he launches TNT. Which I didn't think TNT was that old. I didn't realize it was that old.
88?
88.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that old either. I feel like it kind of came around like late 90s, but I was born in 88, so what would I know?
Yeah. And he also purchased Jim Crockett Productions and rebranded it as WCW.
No.
The greatest wrestling there ever was.
You say that. You are a WCW head. Like, that is, in your opinion, that's the best promotion there ever was, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what, though, man? I was thinking about this not that long ago. There was a lot of comparisons drawn between, like, NWO and DX, like D-Generation X, and what was going on at the time between the two. You know what I mean? There was like 100 and something members of the NWO, like total over the course of time. And there was like 8 in D-Generation X.
Yeah. So the NWO started the Attitude Era.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So was it Hogan turning heel and like forming the NWO with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash? That was the start of the Attitude Era in your mind, when all the fans were throwing the cans at them and all that stuff. You remember that?
They had that run where they were number one.
Yeah.
I forgot how many weeks. Yeah,
WCW.
Nitro was number one.
Yeah. Yeah. Monday Night Nitro, bruh.
And you know, you can kind of credit that to Ted Turner.
Wow, I had no idea he was behind that. I did. I honestly, I had no idea he was behind WCW and all of that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's so
1990,
cool.
1990 launches the Captain Planet Foundation.
Yeah, yeah. So he had started the TV show already at that point, right? I think the foundation is kind of like what he named after.
Yeah. 1996 merges Turner Broadcasting System with Time Warner.
Yeah. Yep.
1997 pledges $1 billion to support United Nations causes, establishing the UN Foundation. It's really interesting. I saw an interview with him about this, talking about that. And he said, "Look, they, according to him, the UN had a place in the world government, just like the United States had a place in our government. And yes, there's corruption, just like there is in our government, but they do need money to do the stuff." He was, kind of how Elon. He's kind of like Elon, where he does his things. Basically, he wanted to save the planet. He was on that kick where, we're going to destroy the planet if we keep going like we were going.
Yeah. And dare I say, probably at the time in 1990, the UN wasn't what it is today.
No.
Like, back then, it wasn't like, oh, this UN country attacked this other country. Now every other UN nation has to back up this UN. Like, it wasn't that way. Like, it wasn't some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like it wasn't the bully on the block, so to speak.
It wasn't. It didn't seem so globalist back then. Like, we started the UN.
Exactly. It did not seem so globalist. It seemed like good intentions back then. I don't necessarily deem it has good intentions anymore.
2001 divorces Jane Fonda after a 10-year marriage.
Oh yeah, they were married about 10 years, right?
10 years.
Yeah, which is huge. That's a long time in celebrity years, dude. For
celebrity
marriage
years, that's a freaking lifetime.
Yeah, celebrity marriage.
He now that was not Jane Fonda is not very popular with the our parents' generation.
No, she is not.
Which it's understandable. She was kind of you can go look up that yourself. Now here's something I'm really excited about. 2002 co-founds Ted's Montana Grill.
Absolutely, man. Interesting fun fact. I know I've talked about it on the show before, but I got to throw it out there. I have been an employee of Ted's Montana Grill. My sister has been an employee of Ted's Montana Grill. Technically, I've worked for Ted Turner.
Technically, you have.
Technically, I've worked for Ted Turner. It's the best restaurant I ever worked at. By far the best restaurant. Everything was really, really good, man. All the food there was so fresh. Like, there was such an intention behind it. If you've ever been to a Ted's Montana Grill, there's a whole bunch of brass everywhere.
Oh yeah.
And every single morning that brass is polished.
Wow.
At least when I was working there. I can't say the same now, but
I imagine it hadn't changed that much.
Yeah, it was almost like a Disney type approach to it. You know how Walt Disney was like every little speck of paint, every little thing. It was almost like that sort of attention to detail. Every single day was involved.
Lots of brass and mahogany wood.
Yeah, absolutely. Brass and mahogany is all through that place, and he did that on purpose. It has an awesome, cool feel to it.
When you go to it, you feel like you don't realize you're still in a shopping center. They're the one in Peachtree City. You don't.
You kind of feel saloonish almost, and almost like you're in a library. It's an interesting feeling.
Kind of makes me want to go get a steak at Ted's Montana Grill.
Yeah, man, dude, don't tempt me, bro. How many are left? I know there's the one in Times Square. There's the one in Peachtree City, but I don't know. He might have one in Montana left, right? I'm sitting here trying to think. There was
locations.
He closed a bunch, not too terribly. Maybe within the last 10 years, he's closed.
Dude, there's a ton of them.
Really?
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in Colorado, 1 in Connecticut, 1 in Delaware, 4 in Florida, a handful, a bunch of them in Georgia.
Good.
One in Illinois, one in Indiana, one in Kentucky, Massachusetts, Montana. There's only one in Montana.
That's surprising, but
Well, Montana's only got one town.
yeah, Bozeman is it.
Yeah.
Bozeman's it, and that's only because of Yellowstone, the show.
Right. You know how many people are going, let's go to Montana, Ted's Montana Grill. This must be authentic Montana food.
Yeah. I bet Kevin Costner was eating this kind of food.
Kevin Costner, this is where he eats. I've heard he eats here on the reg. You know, I think next time I always go with the buffalo steak because I want to go exotic.
Yeah.
But I think next time I'm just going to go with a regular steak.
Beef?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. They've got great beef steaks there too. I tend to go with a bison burger.
I might have to try the bison burger.
I love it, man. I mean, again, not that different from beef, but different enough.
I have to tell this story. I might have told it on there before. I had an aunt, she's a former aunt.
Former aunt. Dude, title of the show right there, former aunt.
She worked at CNN.
Okay.
And they were having the Christmas party up there at CNN, and this was before the grill opened, so this was like the 90s, late 90s. Okay. Yeah. And they were having buffalo burgers
at the center, at the CNN center.
Yeah, evidently they were developing the food for the restaurant.
Oh, so he was kind of doing like test company lunches. He was doing like a little taste testing at his company lunch.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they're like, we're having buffalo burgers. She's like, all right, I like buffalo wings. So,
oh no, she did not.
She looks at the buffalo burgers and she's like, where's the sauce?
She thought there was going to be like buffalo sauce on it.
Yeah, she thought it was buffalo burgers. And she's like, no, they're like, no, it's buffalo. She's like, I don't eat no buffalo. Because,
she wouldn't eat the buffalo?
I guess, I don't remember if she ate it or not, but, buffalo, there wasn't a lot of buffalo in their minds.
Right. Buffalo are endangered. I can't eat these things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This must be illegal.
Yeah.
My boss is trying to get me to eat illegal animals. Oh, can you imagine what a psychopath that would?
Yes, we are having buffalo. There was only 6 buffalo. There's 5 buffalo left.
Yeah. I mean, when you walk in there is a humongous taxidermied buffalo head at the Ted's Montana Grill in Peachtree City, and it's
I want one of those so bad.
A taxidermied buffalo head?
Yeah.
I bet you could afford one, dude.
I can't. I looked it up.
I don't know, bro. I think you could probably afford one, man. I think you're almost to that status, dude. You were like 2 years ago, you reached King of Captain D's status. So, I mean, at this point, you're driving a Ford Bronco and a brand new F250. Like, you're at the status. I think you can have a taxidermy.
I'm still not at taxidermy Bronco status. Taxidermy Buffalo status. Let's just Google Marketplace this right quick and find out.
Facebook Marketplace it. Facebook Marketplace it first. Come on.
Buffalo head. Evidently, you can't buy them on Marketplace.
On Facebook?
Yeah, let's Google it.
Dang it. I was really hoping we'd get a Facebook Marketplace taxidermy result.
Buffalo taxidermy.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some online retailers for this, right? There's got to be.
Yeah. Okay. Buffalo Trader and Cater offers custom authentic taxidermy mounts. Let's see what this. They got to have a price, right?
Of like already mounted ones?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. They might offer the services of mounting.
No, they got the mounts
your
because I
buffalo.
guess they're I guess they're taxidermying the ones that they're butchering.
Yeah.
They don't have. If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
That is the old saying, isn't it?
About $4,000.
Wow, for a taxidermy, dude, you're there, brother. I think you're there.
No, I got race cars.
You got a race car. I think you're there, man. I don't know. I can see it happening within the next 2 years. I'm going to make a prediction. Within the next 2 years, you're easily at taxidermy buffalo status.
If this show would go on and take off, that would probably be my first big purchase.
Dude, you heard it here, folks. Help us gain some traction online so that Chuck can own a taxidermy buffalo.
I will put it right here.
Yeah, that'll be his background. You guys could see it all day, every day.
We'll name it Jeff.
Yeah.
My name is Jeff. Here's one for $10,000.
Oh, wow. Why is that one so much more?
I don't know. It's got free shipping though.
Oh, wow.
I think if I could afford one, I'd go out there and pick it up myself.
That
know?
would be, dude. Maybe that's what we should do next time. We should plan a trip to Ted's and try to take theirs.
No. I've been plotting to steal the shark from Buffalo's and Griffin for years.
Is it real?
No, it's fiberglass.
Oh.
So it's been hanging.
Like on a wall?
No, it's been hanging from the ceiling.
Full shark?
A full shark, probably about 6 foot.
Oh, so it's taller than you.
Yeah.
would you like press it over your head like and just carry it out? Like how would you over the shoulder?
We
Like,
just can't figure out how to get it down without anybody noticing that we're doing it while the place is occupied.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you just got to stay late, man. You got to stay till last call. You know what I mean?
Tried that.
Wow. And they keep that close of an eye on the shark there?
Well, it's kind of right by the register.
Okay. Well, that makes it difficult. You got a name for this shark?
Yes.
Do you really?
Bruce.
Bruce is his name. Okay.
We named it after the mechanical shark in Jaws.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm
telling you, dude, this is a plot. We've plotted this. Let's get back to Ted.
Okay.
In 2007.
Let's wrap up Ted's timeline.
Because see, now if the shark goes missing, I could be held accountable.
Well, prove it. You know what I'm saying?
2007 becomes the largest private landowner in the U.S. At the time, in parentheses.
Right, at the time.
2008 releases the autobiography Call Me Ted. Not to be confused with Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Right.
In 2018, discloses diagnosis of Lewy body dementia, which is similar to Alzheimer's.
Okay.
And 2026 dies in his home in Florida. So, yeah. Ted.
Yeah, look, man, he was very influential in this area. The guy deserves a whole lot of recognition for what he did do.
Yep.
You know, one thing that I'm not really a big fan of, but I can kind of maybe see his heart behind it, was he introduced the 24-hour news cycle. And I don't know that I really like that, but I think he had an honest, the reason for doing it was honest. And
I don't think anybody realized what it would do.
Right. Yeah, at the time, they were kind of naive.
Yeah, it's just like, let's turn on TV. Oh, and we get just a recap of the day.
Right. Right.
anytime we need to turn it on.
Yeah, and it was just the facts of the day. It wasn't like, here's what happened, and let me tell you why that's going to hurt you or help you. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? That's what seems to be the way that news politics works now. Major media works now.
Yeah, you have to watch the one that aligns to your world point of view.
Yeah, yeah, unless you want to spend the whole afternoon or whole day angry. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, you got to kind of, it's wild, dude. It's wild how they've kind of got us pigeonholed in these things. But
Yeah.
Well, Ted didn't see that coming.
No, Ted didn't see that. Now let's talk about the other hit Atlanta took this weekend. Bobby Cox. Bobby Cox was a Hall of Fame manager best known for leading the Atlanta Braves to 14 consecutive division titles. And in
A
the
record that will never be broken in Major League sports anywhere, by the way. 14 straight divisional titles will never be broken.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think that one's so unobtainable. That's an insane record for professional sports, dude.
The way they play now, the way they move players around, there's no loyalty.
Right.
People wanted to play
that kind of long-term domination over the course of that much time.
People wanted to play for Bobby Cox.
Right. Yeah.
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
And there was there's a reason why Chipper Jones took less money to stay in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, I think personally, don't get me wrong, I'm sure the extra millions of dollars help. But Chipper Jones has teenagers showing up to games with his jersey on still today. And he will have teenagers showing up with his jersey on 20 years from now and 40 years from now because he stayed, because he took less money. So it's like it's like that Derek Jeter thing. Like, Derek Jeter, he's not known as one of the greatest shortstops in baseball. He was a good shortstop, really, really good shortstop. But it's because he stayed. He was a Yankee through and through.
Yeah.
Or was a Brave through and through. And it kind of elevates you to this next level of like legend status when that happens.
And ain't Chipper from North Florida?
Yeah. He's Braves country.
Yeah, Braves country. He would have grown up seeing Braves on TV, and that's who he wanted to play for.
Yep, for sure.
That's the baseball team.
For sure.
I've always been a homer when it comes to baseball. I'm like I had friends that were Chicago. I had one friend in school that was a Chicago Cubs fan, and I could never figure it out.
Ugh.
And I'm like, but we're here in Georgia. We're in they didn't call it Braves country back then, but we're supposed to root for the Braves. I had no concept of not rooting for your team.
Right, yeah, because that's all we did, man. And the Braves were such a big part of Atlanta in the 90s, right? Like, that just seemed to be what the city revolved around. It's why the Olympics came here. Like, I you know what I mean? Like, it was the Braves and Ted Turner and Bobby Cox were such a big part of this of the city in the 90s. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty wild, dude. Pretty wild to think about. One of the reasons why I think the Braves were able to be America's team. I know I talked about this earlier, but I just wanted to point this out. You brought up the Cubs, and they were the only other team that was nationally broadcasted on television. So the Braves were nationally broadcasted on TBS, and the Chicago Cubs were nationally broadcasted on WGN.
Yes.
Now, the Braves were also nationally broadcast on the radio, which the only other team at the time that was nationally broadcast on the radio was the Yankees. And so the Braves were the only team who was both nationally broadcasted on the television and the radio. And I think that's part of what pushed them through and made them America's team and kind of made Atlanta the deal that it was in the 90s.
Yeah. I'll tell you a weird memory I have is, so our cable system, and I think we had Insight back then. But on channel 13 was the Superstation, 17.
Mm-hmm.
On Channel 12 was WGN.
Yeah.
And when the Braves played
The Cubs.
the Cubs, you could flip back and forth.
Yeah. And get the different perspectives.
Yeah, and it was so weird.
Yeah.
I've turned on a Braves game one time, not paying attention to what channel I was on. I'm like, why does everybody sound weird?
Yeah. And they're like supporting the Cubs. Like,
Yeah, and you're like, wait a minute. Oh, click
Yeah.
one. You know, this is when you still had the little slide box. You had to go over one more.
Oh yeah.
Click.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. That was those were the days, brother. Those were the days.
Dude.
Keep going with the Bobby Cox timeline. You got any more?
Bobby Cox. Bobby Cox, 1960 through 1967, signed as an amateur free agent by the LA Dodgers. Played in the minors, including a time with Chicago Cubs and Milwaukee Atlanta Braves organization.
Oh, cool.
1968, made his MLB debut with the Yankees, playing third base for 2 seasons.
Wow.
71 through 76, began coaching in the Yankees farm system, managing in Fort Lauderdale, West Haven, and Syracuse. 1977, served as first base coach for the World Series champion Yankees. Now, he had several stints with the Braves. 78 through 81, this was his first stint as Braves manager.
He was the full manager of the Braves.
Yeah.
Okay.
82 through 85, he went over to Toronto for a little while. Probably got cold.
Probably.
86 through 90, returned to the Braves as GM.
Oh yeah.
90 through 2010, reclaimed field manager role for the Braves, leading the team to 14 straight division titles.
Yeah. In 20
excluding
years.
94, which was the year of the strike.
Right.
But we probably would have won that one too. 95, won the World Series. 2010, retired following the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2014.
Yeah, deserved every bit of that recognition, man. I mean, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He deserved more than that world title. That one world title. They just could only put it together for that 1 year while he was at the helm. I'm wearing my 2021. You see this? I'm wearing my.
I saw it.
Wearing that 2021 ring. My wife said I could start wearing this instead of my wedding ring in place of my wedding ring.
Really?
Yeah, she said this could be my new wedding ring if I wanted it to be. So I'm kind of considering doing that.
Yeah, just wear that to church.
Yeah, just everyday wear.
Is that the one that opens?
No. Let me make sure. No.
Okay.
No, it's not the one that opens. Although I think I know what you're talking about. No. This was the one you had to show up early to a game in 2022 in order to get this replica ring, and I showed up early to that game. That's all.
Well, you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah, I was there like 3 hours early, and still, man, towards the back of the line. It was rough.
Everybody wanted that ring.
Everybody wants the ring.
Man, tough weekend in Atlanta.
Yeah, we've got a grieving Braves country, so our heart goes out to you guys. We are grieving as well.
Let's take a quick ad break, and we'll come back with some other things that are kind of cool.
Let's do it.
Hey, go buy some merch. You got the COR merch.
Yeah.
You got last night's coffee merch.
Yeah.
You got the SVK Racing Apparel page on TeePublic carries all of our merchandise that we have out right now.
That is teepublic.com. TeePublic.com.
Yep. Or you can just go to our Facebook page and find the link there.
Sorry for the interruption in the episode, but we'd like to take this moment to advertise for Eileen Ayers at movingcoweta.com for all your realty needs in and around the Coweta County area. Make sure you visit movingcoweta.com. That's Eileen Ayers.
Yeah, check that out, folks. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsors at Charlie Austin Ford Racing, Speed U, Synergy Speed Lab, Wynn's Pharmacy, Mickey Scott's Barbershop, Trinity Fleet Services, Daytona 1, Da Vinci's Pizza, Parker Lanes,
Ember and Oak, Cigar Lounge, Exterior Traditions, and Devotee Baptist Church. Go check those guys out.
That's a list right there, my guy.
Man, I tell you what, we got a lot of sponsors. They help us out, and that's no particular order.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love that so many people have gotten involved in sponsoring Charlie and trying to help him out and help him achieve his goals. That's awesome.
Yeah, and if you want to help us out achieve our goals, you can like and subscribe on YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify. Leave reviews, leave comments, whatever you can. Share the show. It helps us out.
Just hit the like button, guys. Just hit the like button.
Also, find us on Facebook.
All right, and we're back. So, John, there was a train derailment in Juliet, Georgia. It almost took out the Whistle Stop Cafe.
Oh my goodness, dude! That train is so close to that restaurant.
Could you imagine being parked right there?
Oh, dude!
I have parked right there.
That's nuts, man.
They have put a fence up now, but used to you could just walk right out on railroad tracks.
Oh wow!
Have you ever seen Fried Green Tomatoes?
Yeah, I've seen that movie. Yep.
Okay, so this got me thinking about something because all this happened, and now that we know more about Southern culture than we might have at one time when this movie come out. Secrets in the Sauce, you remember?
I do.
I don't think they barbecued the guy.
What?
You know how the guy went missing?
Yeah.
They fed him to the pigs, then barbecued the pig.
Oh, yeah.
Because, people that keep hogs are kind of known to take care of bodies for you.
Yeah. I mean, so we hear. So we allegedly. Allegedly, hog farms are a good place to get rid of bodies.
Yeah. Allegedly. Yeah, that's my theory. That they didn't.
They fed them to the pigs and then roasted them and then barbecued.
Right,
the pigs.
And people that knew about that, because at the time first seeing the movie, I didn't know about that.
Right,
I would not think. But maybe people in the culture that knew about it at the time and saw that movie, they would have got it.
Right, that makes more sense. That's kind of crazy. But what does that have to do with this?
This was Stop Cafe.
Well, okay, good point. That's just where it was filmed. It just made you think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, dude, look, I mean, that's so close.
That's so close, brother. It could have taken that thing out. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's so close. Now, I saw that it was like a drunk driver or something. He just ran slap into the train, right?
Yeah,
ran into the train.
Pretty much. I mean, and you got three or four rails right there. So, I mean, he made a mess. It hit a propane tank.
Oh, jeez.
And they had to carefully remove the propane tank. It didn't blow up like it would have in the movies.
Yeah.
Which it could have.
Sparks. For whatever reason.
Yeah. So they had to take it and they carried it over to the bridge and burned it all off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was kind of wild.
That's nuts.
Yeah, those pictures are kind of neat, but
wow.
The driver was they found him with an ounce of marijuana. Less than an ounce of marijuana. So his truck driving days are probably over.
I would guess. I hope so anyway. My gosh, you cause an accident like this, brother.
Yeah.
You deserve to be sidelined for a long time.
Yeah, and that ain't no little train either. It was probably carrying double. Through there they do a lot of double stacked cargo container boxes through there. Yeah. So that was probably a pretty big mess. You see that one train, the cargo box is not on it. The container's not on it. So where'd it go?
Yeah, where?
How would you like to have been like You're down there with your family. She's like, oh, wow. This is what grandma's favorite movie was filmed.
Right.
I make fun of all the time. Dadgum, I didn't realize I did it. Because I'm always laughing about the people in Jackson that are going to see Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Where Stranger Things was filmed. Like, I make fun of that every time I ride through there. Mm-hmm. But I've rode to Juliet, Georgia. The only reason I know about the Whistle Stop Cafe and have been there is because it was in a movie.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, jeez. I'm one of them.
You're one of them, dude. It's all a matter of time period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Generations, dude. They're just separated.
Yeah. So, okay, next up.
Next up on the docket.
While we're talking about movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We got the freaking Maverick Act, dude.
Yeah, this thing is amazing, dude. This, now from what I was reading about it this morning, it was named after Maverick from Top Gun, right? It was named after Tom Cruise's character in Top Gun.
Yes.
So it's called the Maverick Act. And it's a proposal, I'm pretty sure it's passed the Senate, right? And it's now going to the House floor.
Probably.
Yeah, so it's a really cool proposal. And this is going to bring back a few jets from the graveyard that I think it's doable and necessary. So, Chucker, can you fill us in on a little bit of the details? I remember what the plane was, but I'd rather hear it from you.
So most of us know the Navy F-14 Tomcat is one of the most iconic planes in the American fleet.
Absolutely, not just because of Top Gun either, but because of its maneuverability, because of its air superiority at the time and all of that.
Yeah, stuff. It was a really cool plane. Well, there's only 3 left in the States.
Right.
And we were decommissioned. We pretty much had these on lockdown.
Yeah.
To keep Iran from getting spare parts for their fleet.
Really?
Because we had sold some to them.
Oh, wow.
So we were destroying ours to keep parts out of their hands. Well, now we've destroyed all of theirs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't have any left.
So we can do something like
right
in service one of these for like air shows or museums,
right,
something like that, and not be worried about the Iranians taking pictures or observing blah 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 blah.
Yeah, or trying to steal it for parts.
Right, that too.
So we're going to have one that is flying for air shows. And the other 2 will be probably, I imagine one will probably go to the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
And then maybe one will probably end up in Pensacola, if I had to guess.
Yeah, because they've got a space museum down there, right? Space and
yeah, they got the Naval Air
Museum
down there.
They also have that in. There's a bunch of them, I guess.
There's the one in where,
right?
Well, the one in Huntsville is NASA stuff.
Okay.
The one in Warner Robins is Air Force stuff.
Gotcha. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's right.
So.
Well, I think that's awesome, man, for the F-14 to be saved like that, and for it to, to see it travel around maybe with a Thunderbirds or something like that would just be amazing, dude. Would just be super, super cool to see that thing in flight.
Yeah, hopefully they put Maverick on the side of it.
Oh, dude. Maverick and Goose.
Talk to me, Goose.
Oh, that's great, man. And I love the I love that Top Gun has some sort of inspiration in it. you know what I mean? That just makes it even cooler.
Well, we've talked about many times about how that movie probably got more pilots in the military than any other movie there was.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, it's no secret now that the Pentagon has a movie budget. Like,
the
U.S. government has a certain amount of money that they are going to invest into Hollywood and in certain movies to where things are portrayed accurately. But not only that, but kind of inspirationally as well, right? Like, they want to make sure, and sometimes not accurately, sometimes they want to make sure that, secrets don't spill or if people aren't too hot on the trail. Like, okay, So
that kind of rolls into our next topic.
that's what I was about to say. There's a movie coming out called Disclosure Day. I don't know if you've seen the trailers for it yet or not, Chucker.
No, I haven't seen it.
Dude, if you haven't seen the trailer, holy smokes, brother. Just the little sneak peek trailers I've seen really freak me out, bro. I try to find the first trailer. If you can watch, and we'll put it up here. We'll put it up and watch it.
You want to watch it?
Yeah,
let's watch it together.
Yeah, it's if you can find the first,
how do you spell disclosure?
DISCLOSURE.
Okay, I found it.
Disclosure Day trailer. And I'd love it if we could watch the first one. That was the best one in my opinion.
The one that came out a month ago?
No, it would have been maybe months ago.
First.
Ago. Yeah,
okay.
Try that.
This only one I found one that's a month old. All of them that I'm fine. Wait, Disclosure Day. This is Steven Spielberg talking about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, whatever. Just any of them. You can pick any of the trailers. I'll put it up there. It doesn't matter. It may have been like more of like a sneak peek or something. All right, I'm about to put it up.
Right, let me get through this commercial.
Yeah, mute that.
Wait, no free ads for Jackson.
All right, here we go.
Hello, Jane. Please. Have a seat.
Wait, he's a hologram?
Good morning, Kansas City.
What
Let's take a look at today.
We're interrupting our coverage. There has been a threat to publicly release government material long shrouded in secrecy.
What did you steal?
Secrets. The data they paid me to protect.
Are they people?
No.
If you found out we weren't alone,
What's the deer doing?
if someone showed you, proved it to you, would that frighten you?
Okay.
Bro, come on, bro.
So are you going to go watch it in the theater?
Oh man, that thing got me like that. Did you feel the tension, or was that just me, dude? Like that one got me kind of like.
Yeah.
Did it not do that to you? Did you feel the creepy crawliness of her like changing during that weather forecast? Oh god. Oh man. So we're talking about that movie specifically because also, what was it? Friday, I believe it was. The Trump administration did a huge dump of UAP and UFO files. Tons of videos, tons of pictures, tons of documents. There's been a little bit of controversy surrounding it because they did release a few things related to some stuff that like some servicemen saw off of the USS Eisenhower.
Yeah.
And that particular file, that particular document in the file was removed. So there's a little bit of controversy. Some people aren't happy over things being redacted after the fact. Like the whole point of this was you were supposed to be, open and honest. And so, which kind of, obviously they're not being open and honest, because if they were, then they would be able to do a complete dump. But that's not what the government is doing. They are doing controlled, regulated, information releases, and it's only after these things have been gone through that they are being released.
Yeah.
And so, there isn't really that much compelling evidence. There's some neat pictures. There's some neat videos. There's absolutely nothing that points you towards this is extraterrestrial or like origins, basically.
Right.
There's nothing on that stuff. It's all kind of more teasing and nothing really new. Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
So basically, there's nothing really new in those files. So that's all.
I knocked my speakers off my desk because.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. My bad.
You're all good, man. It's all good.
I don't have everything done yet.
So that's where we're at with disclosure. What do you think, Chucker? Where are you at with it? Do you care? Is it something you're following? Do you believe anything that we're getting? Where are you at with it? What do you think about that movie from Spielberg?
The movie's kind of creepy, and I might have to go watch it. Or I might have to watch it once it comes out on streaming. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. Like I've said on here before, I think it's demons. I don't think it's aliens.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see if they put it out. It's gonna they're in a tight spot because the government don't want to say it's aliens and then be caught in another lie, but then they don't want to say it's demons because then they have to say, well, the Bible's real. And the government, that's the last thing they want to do.
Exactly.
So,
well, according to Trump's Truth Social post or whatever it was, X post, I don't know what he made, but he said he wants people to make up their own minds.
Okay.
Make up your own mind what you think it is. That's where he's at.
All right.
So, that's where the government's at with it. I think it's at least promising that there's some sort of disclosure happening. I just don't know how much is actual fact and how much is obfuscation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just distraction or total BS so that the truth seems a little more ridiculous. I don't know. There's so much to think about when it comes to Project Bluebeam or, whatever. So it is what it is, man. I'm excited though. I think there's, supposed to be more dumps, more disclosure to come. So I'm looking forward to it.
We'll see.
We'll see, man.
All right.
What do you got for us in the news of Red Dirt Rundown?
Now it's time for the Red Dirt Rundown on last night's coffee with Chuck and Jon. We're educating you on dirt track racing.
Yeah, come on.
Man, our race got rained out. There's a lot of rain outs this weekend. But at I-75 Speedway, they didn't get rained out. And they had some controversy, and I'm not going to get into names and all that just because it's not all sorted out yet. But one guy did end up getting arrested.
Ooh.
The driver of this car that hits this other car. So if you want to go ahead and throw that
here we go
up there. Now you'll have to look. It's kind of tiny, and I can't figure out how to zoom in on it.
It's all right. I got it.
But you can pretty much see what's going on. So it's a 41-second clip. So watch. These two guys are working on the car.
What?
So one dude ended up having to get staples in his head. Yeah.
No.
I think there's another view of it.
Dog.
Yeah. Here's another view of it. Cars tore up. Racing heats up. They've already got out, but
Dog.
Yeah. Bad day at the racetrack.
And that is is this just a spillover of emotions? Like, was that number 24?
Yeah, that was probably some on-track incident happened.
Right.
I wasn't there, so I don't want to get too deep into my speculations, but people just act crazy sometimes.
Sure. Dude, as a mechanic, I'm just sitting there thinking about some of those times where I'm just, working. Like I'm in the moment. I'm just thinking about work. I'm fixing something. And to have somebody hit, like, like I have another car run into the car that you're working on unexpectedly like that is just
right.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Now for the meme.
All right.
I'm sharing this one because it's kind of relevant to what we've been talking about, but it's just one in a series of the best memes that have come out in a long time. They're right there with the JD Vance memes.
Here we go. Oh man, can you zoom in on that at all?
No, it says Marco fully ready for this morning's UFO alien information coming out.
Dressed as Men in Black with his with his big alien ray gun.
Yeah. Now let's see.
Great. That
for
is
some
great.
reason it turns it like that. So another one is
that's so fun. Oh my gosh. There you go. You got ET in the basket.
yeah, this series of memes to me has just been hilarious.
Man. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I bet the internet is just abuzz with some really great content because of this disclosure and everything that's going on, and not to mention all the conflicts that are happening at the same time. And yeah, I mean, just absolutely crazy to think about. Oh, what is this one? What is?
Yeah, sure, that one.
Oh, there we go. Marco Rubio finding out he's now the starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers opening playoff game against the Cardinals. Dude, that's so funny. That's just
Marco Rubio finding out he is going to be president of Greenland.
Yeah.
Marco Rubio.
So good, dude. So good.
Yeah. These have been really good memes.
Yeah. Love it.
That's your next president.
He's being groomed to be, that's for sure. We thought he was going to be JD Vance for a little while.
JD Vance is still young, and I think JD Vance will be president, but I don't think he's going to be the next president.
Gotcha. I understand that. I understand that thinking.
And Rubio's likable on both sides.
Well, that's also true. True. That was awesome. Thank you for that meme of the week, dude. You ready for the red word send off so we can get out of here, dude?
Yeah, man. Hit me with it.
All right. This week's red word send off is coming from the Gospel of John, chapter 3. And we're going to be starting in verse 3. Jesus replied, "Truly I tell you, unless someone is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God." And so today, I just want to encourage anyone who hasn't found their salvation in Christ to seek him.
Yeah, man.
That's all.
All right. Well, y'all have a good one.
Episode 246 in the books, brother.